All right, welcome back to another show, everybody. This is May Roscoe. I'm he, or I probably shouldn't introduce myself. It's just me. It's Roscoe. So I'm here. OG Zoe is here. Shay Nave, she's here. My man Smooth is here. And
Yeah.
today's show, I wanted to throw the question out there to to the YouTube world and also to the panel that's here today. And that question being, do we ever really know what we got until it's gone? Like 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 a lot of and when and the reason I bring this up is because there are a lot of people who go through situations, let's just say relationship situations, where you may be taking the specific mate for granted or something like that, just because you're in the flow of doing your thing, and you may be thinking that you're doing enough for your partner, but you end up getting to a point where y'all not seeing eye to eye, y'all may break up. And then at that point, you happen to realize, like, you know what, I may have lost probably the best thing that I ever had. So people don't realize what they got
Mm.
until it's gone. So I wanted to be able to have the panel just indulge like on that subject and just give their little thoughts on what they thought about that type of stuff. So I'll let the lady go first here. So Mrs. Shay, you can go ahead and
Ooh,
give your thoughts on what you think about that.
ugh, But I'm like, ooh, wee. Because that's one of my biggest questions that I've been wanting to ask a man, period. Why do y'all have to fuck it all the way up first and then be begging and pleading like, please, 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 do you know what I'm saying, to get in line of understanding when you could have just did it right first? You already know what it requires. Or you already know going head first what the relationship might require. You know what I'm saying? And a woman keep telling you, you always want to go against. Because I feel like sometimes it be like a tug of war of power issues. A man always thinking about, you can't control me, you can't tell me what the fuck to do, or it's a power thing. And then you finally feel like you want to give in, and then the woman is absolutely tired, done with your ass too. Like, bitch, I'm done with your ass. I ain't taking no more shit from your motherfucking ass because I done asked and I showed you 1,000 times. I told you I need this, I need that. I'm trying to compromise with you, and you still have no level of understanding. Why? Like, I
Yeah.
want to know why. Y'all ask, I can't even answer the question because I'm not a man. Because most of the time it be the men, and sometimes it be women too. I ain't gonna say it's always men. Cause there's some rotten bitches out here too that be dirty rotten and just, you know what I'm saying, don't be giving a fuck. And I would blame that on being totally cold hearted or always be living in the past from some shit that a motherfucker. Everybody can't nobody come in and cover for what the next motherfucker did. And I think that a lot of times people are always looking for a motherfucker to cover for the next motherfucker, and not never giving the person who you dealing with the real benefit of a doubt or the real opportunity to get naturally loved correctly because you so busy trying to right wrong, or, you know what I'm saying, make another motherfucker pay for what the last motherfucker did.
Right, right. Smooth. What you got to say about that, bro?
And I feel what she's saying. It it's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? You got men doing fuck shit, you got women doing fuck shit, but you know, and don't nobody really care until the shit hit the fan to that person. So you come home and you look in your room, all that person shit gone, then reality set in. You know what I'm saying? So, if a man or a woman is telling you, look, man, this is what this is, and you know damn sure you really love her, so don't be trying to play that hard role. Like, don't give a fuck if you leave, because if you leave or he leave, your ass gonna be stuck. And especially if they find that other one that's gonna know they worth and treat them like a king or a queen, what you gonna do then? So don't put yourself in that position where you gonna have a broken heart. You know what I'm saying? Or just being fucking, just being stupid at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So
What you guys
Man, I think ego gets into a lot of it, whether it's female or
Ding,
male.
ding, ding, ding.
It just it has to do with. I mean, you have to know your worth, but you have to be realistic, and you have to look. You have to take a step back and look at it from. If you weren't even in the picture, you have to look at it as unbiased, almost, so you can actually make. That's why it's different for men and women, because most women tend to go off of emotion and men go off of logic. Not, and that's not saying everyone, there's exceptions on both sides, but it just goes to that where it's like you do have to take a step back and realize what it really is. Like there is that mentality. You should know what you're worth, and you shouldn't be with somebody who isn't treating you or meeting your standards. But you have to say, what got us there? Am I not meeting their standards somewhere along the lines? Like you almost have to blame yourself before you can blame somebody else, because you are the other part of that relationship. So you have to take that in and say, well, I may not did this, and how people react to different things are different. Right. You may think something's petty, but it might have been big to that person.
Yeah.
Right.
And you overlooked it because that person might have been on their last draw and been like, well, I don't care. Like next time she says she's leaving, I'm gonna let her leave. So she can taste that, and then it gets into there are people that are vindictive. There are people that it's a variety of different emotions that go into it. But that's why you shouldn't act off of your emotions. You should logically look back, especially if you have kids. You have to look at how that affects the kids, because kids see the shit, and kids see a lot of shit that we don't really even think they do. And they pick up on it a lot better than most adults. They just don't know how to express it because they're not old enough. So they don't know the words, but they see it. Yeah.
Right. No, I think we too easy to disregard people, and just in this world, and I think that when we talk relationships, there's a lot of people who are ungrateful and not they not really taking full stock of not just what they make brings to the table and what they mean to the relationship, but like Zoe pointed out, what this means to everybody else around them. Whether it be the kids, or you may have elder family members who are dependent on this situation. I actually had a situation like that where when me and my ex, the mom of my kids in Minnesota, man, like we had that issue because my mom was living with us, and so that breakup impacted that situation. You know what I mean, from our mom's standpoint. So yeah, it was just one of those things that happens. But this is something that we don't think about. It's just how it affects everybody else. But
yeah, it really does, man. You know what I'm saying? It really affects everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't be out here breaking motherfuckers' hearts and thinking it's okay. Especially, I'm not bashing women. I love my women. We really
love women on this show.
I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when a woman breaks a man's heart, they think a man is supposed to cry or supposed to say certain things. Oh, you and your feelings. Like, yo, I'm hurt. What the fuck you think I'm supposed to do? Just man up and take the shit to the chin? I can't do that with every motherfucker.
Not everything.
I'm not a fucking machine. You know what I mean? So,
you're a human being, right?
Right. You know what I mean? So people just got to stop and look at shit, man. Just think about what if the shoes on your feet? How the fuck would you feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
hurt people.
Think about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Say that shit.
Hurt people. But that's the one thing I wanted to say, that it's a lot of it got to do with healing and getting some therapy. You feel me? Because a lot of people be hurt from their past, and it ain't even from genuinely relationship shit. It's what their mothers and fathers was to them, and you know what I'm saying, that part, you know what I'm saying, where they never began to heal themselves from that, and they just be just a hurt person, and always carrying this baggage and never ever letting themselves live their life because they carrying on to this hurt from this from the person in the past, their mother, their fathers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They never really had a chance. Sometimes and they're scared the fuck out. Some people be scared too because they never been loved that way before and they don't want to believe that somebody loving them that way. So, you know what I'm saying? They get to act and react in a negative way instead of reacting to it in a positive, you know, accepting it in a positive way and just hurting people.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean, and oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's why mental health is a big thing, you know, but you can go ahead. I can go into my
Well, yeah, I was going to touch on that too. And that's what, yeah, mental illness is a thing. It's real, and I think it's. I mean, maybe it's been catching on in the past couple of years, but I mean, nobody wants to admit that they have problems. So they're almost ashamed to go get the help. They're ashamed to talk to people. I mean, in this case, I mean, men particularly don't have a venue that they could talk about their feelings without people catching feelings. Yeah, without people catching feelings. So that goes into that. It's like if you have no place to vent, if you have nothing, like it's gonna pop off. Like what happens to a teapot if you don't take it off the oven?
How do we do it?
That mug is
start taking care of it. I mean, stop being ashamed of you know, if you need help, everybody out here needs help. Sometimes it's different hands that help. That's all it is.
Shit. Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think
don't be afraid to it. That's the first step of start healing. Admitting that something is wrong and that you might need help. And people be thinking like you have a deformity or something like that because you might need help with this issue. But it's really about helping yourself get better. Don't feel like you can't express yourself in that way or admit the fact that somebody hurt you along the way and you need healing from that. That hurt you. Yeah. It's okay to feel like that and that hurt you, that you was hurt before. But be okay with letting that out and letting yourself be healed from that too.
Right.
And I was gonna say back to the original thing too is just appreciating people while they're alive. I mean, you should be appreciating, you know, your grandma if you still have your grandma. I don't have neither of mine. So I mean, if you have a parent, if you have a mother, a father, an uncle, if you have, just appreciate them being in your life. That not a lot of people can say they have that. And not a lot of people appreciate or show flowers to the people they have while they're still alive. They cry about it when they're dead, but there's nothing you can do at that end. You know what I'm saying? You should have appreciated them, should have gained their wisdom while they were alive, if that's how you felt.
Right.
No,
right.
I'm glad you sent it back around to that. So I think in essence, man, it's really about like taking advantage of the time that we have with the people and using that time wisely, as opposed to any of the nonsense that we end up getting into with people that we love and we care about, and we end up disconnecting over some stupid shit, you know. So be appreciative of the
stuff,
of the time that you have with these people, and you know, that's all I got to say about that. But before we get up out of here, well, first of all, no, go ahead, Shay. Go ahead, Shay.
No, I'm saying, especially the ones who love you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we tend to treat those people the worst. That'd be the bad thing about it. That so most people the people that be loving on you the most, you try to tend to shy away from them and treat them the worst. Start giving people their flowers while they can smell them. Because you know what I'm saying? That's not a lot of people though, you know what I'm saying, get a chance to get no love like that ever in life. So you better appreciate when somebody's loving on you, especially your loved ones, and you know it's genuine.
Right.
Plus, you don't know when the last time you're finna see anybody in, man. Like, especially with this past with this past 3 years, people have been locked inside, in and out. I mean, you didn't know that was the last time you were gonna see a couple of people, you know. And it's like it's it's real, man. You do have to appreciate it. You know, set your ego aside, and like you said, you know, you hurt family the most, and I think that's because you're taken for granted because they're family. And that's I think that tends to be the thing. You feel that they're not going to be the ones to leave you, but I mean it cuts deeper when it's family.
No, it's real. No, I go through that a lot, and I tell my family members who are out here, my blood relatives who I basically have no connection with, you know what I mean, outside of my kids, really, you know, but we're all here and alive and not taking advantage of the fact that we're able to enjoy, you know, time with each other and stuff. So it just speaks to what we're talking about right
Okay.
now, you know, but
That's
yeah,
real life though, because our ancestors will be very pleased of us getting back together because you know something happened that make the black family to make the family separate from each other in this way, and we gotta find the way back to each other because that's where we gonna really come together at, back coming, you know, appreciating each other more and loving on each other, and you know, saying appreciating and valuing the time that we do have with each other.
sister speak, and
Now,
yeah,
That's what it's all about.
with that being said, I want everybody to, you know, like, comment, subscribe to the
please,
page. You Made Roscoe. Also, when you get a chance, go over to Facebook where You Made Roscoe is there as well. You'll see the videos posted there, so you'll be able to engage and enjoy it and all this stuff, you know, as well. So, any last words before we get up out of here, anybody?
And call a significant other you ain't talked to in a while, man. Call a family member. Reach out now more than ever.
if somebody say they love you, say that shit back, man. Because God forbid if something to happen to that person, in the back of your mind, you're gonna be like, damn, all that person wanted me to say is I love you back. That shit is gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. You didn't want to say a simple word back, I love you. Get off the bullshit, people. Life is too fucking short.
Yeah. Shay, what about you?
Continue to walk in love, light, and peace. You know what I'm saying? And try to find something positive every day. You know, try to do something every day constructive to, or, you know, pushing, striving toward coming together as a whole, as a black family. Especially, I don't know why I want to say stuff about the ancestors and stuff like that, but, you know, just really appreciate your ancestors as well because they leaning on us to get this net back together. This the ties that have been severed need to be reconnected, and it's all starting by us loving on each other.
I can rock
All
with
right.
that. I can rock with that. No, me, all I have to say is that I'm in total agreement with everything that everybody said here. Y'all made some excellent points. Shay and what she said about the, you know, the reconnection. I think, you know, with me, I always think that you have to take it one person at a time. It starts with yourself. So you start there, you extend on to the next person and let it keep growing from that point, you know. So network is key. We have to get back in tune with each other. And I know that there's people, I hope that there's people like me who are trying to, I'm actually trying to reconnect us, you know, through in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's bigger than, for me at least, it's bigger than just our people, because I look at all of us as our people. To really be honest, you know, it's just some of the rest of us don't realize that, but it's all one family. So
We're all human, man.
yeah, let's just get back to
Yeah.
that, you know. So with that being said, the gentleman, the lady here, me, I'm gonna get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna hope that you all have a nice rest of y'all night, and we hope to see y'all again soon. Deuces.
Deuces.